Hello everyone, and today I'm doing a review of a film that I've just spontaneously decided to do because I really enjoyed it, watched it a few days ago, and it's called Three Outlaw Samurai, directed by Hideo Gosha. And this is one that I had not heard of for many years and decided to buy it on Criterion. This is an import, obviously. I have a Region 3 Blu-ray player. And this is one that the director isn't that well known either. A lot of his films haven't garnered much success over here in the West, in America, and pretty much anywhere else outside of Japan. But his films are quite hard to find, and Three Outlaw Samurai is definitely his most well known by the sounds of it. This is the first film I've seen by Hideo Gosha, and it's absolutely brilliant. It amazes me that this one isn't talked about more because some of the sword fights and everything are just fantastic, but I'll talk more on that later. So pretty much the film opens up to three peasants who, in the hope of trying to reduce their taxes in their land, they kidnap a magistrate's daughter, and then comes along a Ronin called Shiba, and he ends up joining in with them, and then from there it stems into just absolute chaos and it becomes a fight to the death. And yeah, it goes beyond just this kidnapping, and I wouldn't have minded if that was the whole film because it set itself up in a way to think it was going to be like a Dog Day Afternoon sort of setup where it's all they're trapped and trying to hold people hostage and stuff. But no, it goes beyond that, and that's as much as I'll say about it. It's one to go seek out yourself. One of the things that sticks out for me is the characterization, because every character is very well mapped out, and you could say that they're not two-dimensional, but their motivations are very straightforward and very simple. The peasants, they want to get the taxes. Then you've got the Ronin, who's kind of make some money, but then you've got the Ronins who also join in, not the Ronins, sorry, but some of the magistrate's guards who end up turning over and helping the peasants instead, because he doesn't keep his word later on and stuff. But the characters have simple motivations, and from the beginning you understand these characters so well, very quick character introductions, you know exactly what they want, what they're going to try to do to get it, and that sets up for really great tension throughout the entire film. And to speak of the tension, I think it's because of the great cinematography, and I can't believe the name of the cinematographer, I can't remember now, but he hasn't done very many films. He only done like 5 or 6 films, and it caps at 1979. Also, another thing to note, this is a directorial debut by Hideo Gosha, and that's a really strong debut. But the cinematography is probably one of the best things about this film, I would have to say, because some of the camera movements, really impressive camera work, and this release I think really does it justice as well. The quality of this Blu-ray is phenomenal. This film came out in 1964, but it could be filmed 30 years later because it has such a great technical brilliance. The camera floats through some of the scenes. The lighting's very expressionistic. It's very shadowy, but then you've got the shots that really make the actors' faces, showing the sweat. So it really bringing out their features, the grit, I would say, the grit of the scene. And also just the way the film's cut and everything, really tense action. Some of the camera movements really do add the suspense for some of the sword fights, and that's another thing, the film that I think is really impressive. Some of the sword fights in here are some of the best that I've definitely seen. It definitely rivals the likes of Seven Samurai or Rashomon or Samurai Rebellion, to name a few. There's this one, I watched this with a friend, and there was one moment in it, we literally had to go back and watch it, I think twice. We were hoping to watch it in slow motion because something happened and it was just so impressive. There's a lot of long takes as well in the film for the action sequences, which is just fantastically impressive. And also a lot of the sets get destroyed. There's actually a shot early on, and they're not using fake swords because he just takes a big chunk out of a pillar, a big wooden pillar, and it looks like if that actor didn't get out of the way, he was done for. But the action in this was great. There was no fooling about with false stuff by cutting over and like major cuts, a lot of long takes, just the camera pulling out, witnessing all the action. And that sequence that we had to play back, you see a guy use a spear to disarm someone, and they spin their weapon around the spear, and it's just wow. It wasn't amazing, because what was actually happening, and that's what was so impressive about it, and that's what I enjoyed so much about it. But overall, yeah, Three Outlaw Samurai is a really, really good film. This is a good release, as I said. The quality's phenomenal, and I do love the artwork and everything, and the booklet that's inside. And that's the inside of it there. I picked this up for like £16 used. It's one of the less expensive Criterion films at the minute, even if you buy it in the US too. But I'm a little let down by the lack of special features that's in here. You've got a trailer, but that's it. But the booklet is definitely worth reading. You know, it's very informative. It's like 9 pages, 10 pages, and it actually says that this was also a TV show in Japan that ran for 6 seasons, and Hideo Gosha actually, I think, directed some of them. That's pretty cool. But yeah, overall, Three Outlaw Samurai is definitely one that I recommend. It's shot up my list for favourite Japanese films, and this is a director who I'm definitely going to get looking into the other films of. So that's it, everybody. That's my review of Three Outlaw Samurai. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time.